Oish! Zoki, wake up! Please, you're starting to worry me!
In the depths of a snow-covered forest, moonlight filters through frost-laden branches.
Ugh, my head. Escha? What's going on?
I was hoping you could tell me. I just woke up a few minutes ago and found you sleeping right next to me. The last thing I remember was finishing our paperwork after Christmas.
This doesn't make any sense. We were in the office, and then...
Oh! Maybe it was that strange drink Marion gave us to celebrate Christmas. Though I don't remember it tasting funny.
The two alchemists begin their trek through the snow-laden forest, their footsteps scrunching in the pristine white blanket.
We should try to find civilization before it gets any colder. At least we're dressed for winter.
Look on the bright side, Logy! It's like we're on another adventure together. Just like old times, right?
This isn't exactly what I call a planned expedition.
After an hour of careful navigation through the winter landscape, light spears through the darkness ahead.
Logy! Look over there! That clock tower! It's beautiful!
Thank goodness. Let's head there and figure out where we are. Maybe find out how we ended up here in the first place.
Meanwhile, deeper in the same snow-laden forest.
What? This isn't our dorm room. Ruka! Wake up! This is serious! Why am I not surprised? Even in this situation.
The snowball hits its mark with perfect accuracy.
Gold! Yuki! What was that for?
Look around, Ruka. We're not in the dorm anymore.
But we were just finished celebrating our mission. Your hacking skills were amazing as always, Yuki. The way you make this snow...
Focus, Ruka. This is a real snow, and my hacking skill can't even make augmented reality snow in first place. The last thing I remember is heading to bed after the performance.
Maybe we're dreaming? Yuki! Pinch me!
The snowball wasn't enough?
Oof. Okay, definitely not dreaming. Your pinches are as powerful as ever, Yuki.
A cold wind whistles through the trees, causing both girls to shiver.
We need to find shelter. The temperature's dropping, and we don't know how long we'll be out here.
Leave it to me. I've watched tons of survival shows. First, we need to lick a tree to find north.
Please don't lick anything in this forest. Look, there's a faint light between those trees.
Maybe it's a magical winter cabin with hot chocolate and a koditsu.
Let's just hope it's not something dangerous. Stay close to me, okay?
Always, Yuki. We're in this mysterious adventure together.
The faint light grows stronger as they emerge from the tree line, revealing a quaint town below.
Yuki, look! A town! We're saved! No more licking trees!
Just in time. My fingers were starting to go numb.
As they enter the town, the prominent clock tower draws their attention, its face illuminated against the night sky.
Hey, doesn't this remind you of our clock tower back at base? But something's different.
The population counter is missing. And of course, that is regular clock tower.
Gas Pruka-chan shook. This must be an alternate dimension. Quick, check if there are evil versions of us.
Ruka, please. We're in public.
But Yuki, this is exactly like in that anime where the protagonists...
Let's focus on figuring out where we are first. We should look around the town, maybe find someone who can help us.
Roger that. Squad leader Yuki. Operation Town Investigation. Start.
Aren't you supposed to be a leader?
But Yuki is so much better at planning. Ruka-chan just follows her heart. And her stomach, speaking of which...
A delicious aroma wafts through the cold night air, drawing their attention to a warmly lit cafe down the street.
Is that chocolate I smell? And fresh bread? Yuki! Can we investigate that first?
Do we even have any local currency? We can't just...
Gelda! Remember the coins we found in that old chest back in the forest? They look pretty fancy. Maybe they work here.
You actually kept those? Wait, since when we found the old chest? And there are also no mentioning old chest in our dialogue box. You can't rewrite the story.
The cafe's bell chimes softly as other patrons enter. The warm light spilling onto the snow-covered street seems to beckon them invitingly.
Say? Sometimes Ruka-chan S random habits save the day. Now come on! My fingers are turning into popsicles.
The warm glow of the cafe envelops them as they step inside, the bell chiming softly above.
Ruka, something feels off about this place.
The hot chocolates, please. Extra whipped cream for Yuki. She pretends she doesn't like sweet things, but I know better.
I never said that.
The gruff bartender wipes a mug, his expression stern as he states the price.
No problem. We've got plenty of... 20 golds? For just the drinks?
That's astronomical. 1 gold here must be worth.
What about just regular coffee? Or maybe tea?
The bartender shakes his head, pointing to the menu where all prices exceed 5 gold pieces.
We should go. We can't afford this.
Sorry for the trouble. We'll have to cancel that order.
Outside, the cold air hits them with renewed force.
What kind of place charges that much for hot chocolate? That's highway robbery. Yuki, it's not fair.
Those coins aren't even ours to begin with, Ruka. We found them in that chest, remember?
Bolt, Yuki! It's so cold, and my tummy wants something warm. This is worse than that time we had to cancel practice because the heating broke.
And you're supposed to be our leader. Come on, we need to figure out where we are. There has to be somewhere more reasonable.
Meanwhile, at the edge of the snow-laden forest.
Logy! Look! The town is so pretty with all these lights! It's like a winter festival!
Strange. Everyone's working as if it's midday, but it must be nearly midnight.
The clock tower we saw earlier, but something seems off about it.
The massive timepiece looms above them, its face illuminated against the night sky.
The guac. It's stuck at 11:59. How peculiar!
Right, Escha. Both hands are completely motionless.
Maybe it's just under maintenance. Like that time we had to fix the workshop's chronometer.
That would be the logical explanation. Something about this whole situation feels.
Come on, Logy. Let's explore while we're here. Maybe we can find some rare alchemy ingredients in the market.
Escha, wait. We should stick together in an unfamiliar Escha.
our first assignment together. Except this time we're lost in a mysterious town instead of lost in paperwork.
Something about those people's clothes. They look almost like.
A sharp cry pierces through the night air, interrupting Logi's observation.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a girl.
This way, Escha.
They round a corner to find a tense confrontation unfolding near a loaded wagon.
Please, stop! These supplies are for the children at the orphanage.
The whole town's starving. Why should those brats get special treatment?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Mind your own business, outsiders. You don't know what we're going through.
The tension escalates as the townsman suddenly strikes Liora, sending her stumbling backward.
Are you alright? How dare they?
Violence won't solve anything, especially not against a child protecting other children.
You have no right. Our families are suffering while these orphans hoard supplies.
Miss, please help. These supplies are all we have for the winter.
Logy, we can't let this happen.
Last warning. Walk away now. All things will get ugly.
Didn't want it to come to this.
The gathered townspeople take several steps back, their earlier bravado wavering.
You draw a weapon on unarmed citizens. What kind of monsters are you?
He struck a young girl protecting orphan supplies. Who's the real monster here?
The tension hangs thick in the air as the townspeople exchange uncertain glances.
Come on, let's go. These outsiders aren't worth our time.
Thank you so much, mister. I don't know what I would have done without you.
You hurt? That was very brave of you, standing up to them alone.
I'm just glad we got here in time. Those bullies won't bother you anymore.
Oh no. Sada! I need to find her.
Sada? What's wrong? Who's Sarah?
She's a little girl from the orphanage. When those men came, I told her to run while I distracted them. I don't know where she went.
Escha, with this weather getting worse?
Don't worry. We'll help you find her. Which way does she go?
Meanwhile, across town, other visitors were facing their own challenges.
Yuki! These prices are crazy here too! 5 gold for a cup of coffee?
We need to be careful with what we found in that chest. Who knows when we'll find more money?
The snow falls gently as they continue their search for affordable food.
Look, plain bread for 3 gold. That's still expensive, but it's all we can afford.
Are you sure? Once we spend this, we're broke?
We haven't eaten since before the performance, Yuki.
After purchasing the bread, they find a nearby bench beneath the starlit sky.
Cold! My butt's frozen.
It's a metal bench in Rintahoka. What did you expect?
Here's your share. You know, this is kind of nice. No drill sergeants, no curfew.
The stars are beautiful here. Different from the view at the base. But something not right here.
Not right? What do you mean, Yuki?
A gentle breeze carries snowflakes past them, making the starlight dance in the winter air.
Every town have under military protection from cancer attacking, but I didn't see any patrol squad. Even I can't even able contact headquarters.
Now that you mention it, where is everyone? Usually there is at least a patrol or 2 even at night.
The snow continues to fall silently around them, the empty streets taking on an eerie quality in the starlight.
The communication networks are completely dead. This isn't just interference, it's like they don't exist at all.
Yuki, you don't think this is like that incident in Section 7, right? When an entire district just...
Let's not jump to conclusions. We should find shelter for the night. Something's wrong, but we need to stay calm and think this through.
A distant echo of what sounds like bells rings through the empty streets, making both girls tense up.
Those bells. They sound like the ones from our old academy, don't they?
Actually, it's different. More like a small jingle bell than our academy's grand bell.
Oh, you're right. Whoopsie gravy.
Stop that!
Oh, I triggered Yuki's button again.
Stop that! I hate that thing. Stop!
A small figure emerges from the snowy shadows, drawn by their voices.
Why Miss yelling so loud?
Oh, don't worry. Yuki's just releasing her inner beast. She does that sometimes.
I did not do that. Stop making things up, Ruka.
Hey there, little one. What's a sweet girl like you doing out here all alone? It's pretty late, you know.
I can't.
Look what I've got. Want to hear a special song? I'm actually pretty famous where I come from.
Ruka, I don't think now is the time for...
You can play music?
I can't believe that actually worked.
Say, the Ruka charm never fails. Now, little miss, why don't you tell us what's troubling you?
I ran away. Angry people. They were trying to take our supplies.
Supplies? What kind of supplies?
Food for the orphanage. Big Sister Liora was helping me carry them, but then those people came.
Are you hurt anywhere? Did those meanies do anything to you?
No. Big Sister told me to run. She stayed behind to distract them.
That explains the inflated prices at the cafe. If people are fighting over food supplies...
Well then, we can't leave your big sister hanging. Time for the legendary Ruka to save the day.
You'll really help find my big sister.
Ruka? Are you sure about this? We don't know what we're walking into.
Calm down, Yuki. We can't leave little kid's big sister in trouble. Besides, where's your sense of adventure?
I knew you'd say that. Fine, but we need to be careful.
Alright, little navigator. Point the way to your big sister.
That way, near the big clock tower.
The tower that's stuck at 1159. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? The tower that's stuck at 1159. Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
The trio moves swiftly through the snow-covered streets, their footsteps crunching in the fresh powder.
Wait, the clock stuck? I didn't even notice that when we came in.
I spotted it right when we entered town. The hands haven't moved an inch since then.
As expected of you, Koei, nothing gets past those eagle eyes of yours. Nice hacking.
Looking at a collector doesn't count as hacking, you know?
Turn left here. Big sister was near the bakery.
Hey, I just realized we haven't properly introduced ourselves. I'm Ruka Kayamori, and this cool girl behind us is Yuki.
I'm Sarah. Thank you for helping me.
Don't worry, Sarah-chan. The legendary Ruka never breaks a promise. We'll find your big sister in no time.
Ruka! Wait, I think I see something up ahead.
Meanwhile, near the clock tower,
There we go. Just a few more to go, Miss Liora.
Thank you again for your help, Miss Escha. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't stepped in earlier.
That looks painful. Maybe we should take a break? I have some healing salve in my bag.
I'm fine, Miss Escha. The children need these supplies more than I need rest.
they work in companionable silence, organizing the scattered supplies.
I'm Liora White. I look after the orphanage children here in town.
I'm Escha Malier, and the one searching for Sar is my partner Logy. We're actually government officials from COL seat, though we're a bit lost at the moment. Those townspeople, they were after the food supplies, weren't they? But something tells me there's more to this story.
Yes. It's not just about the food. There's something else happening in this town, something wrong.
Footsteps crunch in the snow as Logy approaches from the darkened streets.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find any trace of Sarah. The streets are like a maze in this darkness.
We should secure these supplies first. If those people come back.
Oi! Someone coming!
Stay behind me, Escha.
Oh no. Are they back already?
Through the swirling snow, two figures emerge, one carrying something in their arms.
Hey, we found her! We found her!
Big Sister Liora. Sarah.
Ruka sets Sarah down, who immediately runs to Liora.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness you're safe.
Yuki! Those must be the townspeople who were after them.
Wait, Ruka, let's not jump too.
Bella, you got it wrong. We were helping Liora protect the supplies.
We're government officials from COLC. We intervened when we saw the confrontation.
It's true. Miss Escha and Mr. Logy saved me from those people. They've been helping me gather the scattered supplies.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I totally jumped the gun there.
As usual.
No harm done. I'm Escha Malier, and this is my partner, Logy Ficsario. Nice to meet you. I'm Ruka Kayamori, and this is my best hacker partner, Yuki Izumi.
The clock tower's bells chime softly in the distance as snowflakes continue to drift down around the group.
Big Sister, it's getting colder.
We should find shelter soon. The temperature is dropping rapidly.
Is there somewhere nearby we can all go? It would be better to continue this conversation somewhere warm.
The orphanage isn't far from here. We can all go there.
Perfect! We can help organize everything, and maybe even check if any of the supplies need repairs.
Miss Ruka and Miss Yuki can see our home. Can they, big sister? Of course they can.
As the group begins walking towards the orphanage, the warm glow of street lamps illuminates their path through the gently falling snow, casting long shadows that dance across the cobblestones.
No, Yuki, I think we ended up exactly where we needed to be tonight. Let me help with that, Miss Liora. I'm pretty strong from carrying alchemy materials all day.
The group trudges through the snowy path, their footsteps crunching in the fresh powder as they head uphill.
Wheels might slip on this incline. I'll help stabilize it from here.
Are you sure you're alright? That looks painful.
I'll be fine, thank you. The orphanage is just ahead.
A woman rushes out from the orphanage building, her expression shifting from worry to shock.
Miss Martha, we got the supplies back. Martha, please don't worry. These kind people helped me recover everything. This is Miss Escha, and Mr. Logy, and Miss Ruka, and Miss Yuki.
The legendary Ruka saves the day again. No need to thank me.
Actually, Esche-san and Logi-san did most of the work.
We all helped. That's what matters, right, Logi?
The important thing is the supplies are safe now.
Martha bows deeply to the group, tears of gratitude in her eyes.
Please, come inside. It's the least we can do to thank you all. Miss Ruka, I want to show you my favorite spot by the fireplace.
Lead the way, little conductor.
As they enter the orphanage, a chorus of excited voices fills the warm air.
Everyone, Big Sister is back.
A group of children rush forward, surrounding Liora with happy cries.
I'm home, everyone. I'm so glad you're all safe.
One small girl notices Leora's injury and gags.
Don't worry. It's nothing serious.
Actually, I have something that might help. Here's a special healing salve I made.
The children gather around Deshe, eyes wide with curiosity.
Thank you, Miss O'Shea. We'll help Big Sister feel better.
Esche's medicines are the best. She's quite skilled at making them.
It's wonderful to see how much they care for each other. Isn't it, Logi?
Miss Ruka, come see something special.
Oh, wow! What a beautiful guitar! Who does it belong to?
It's Big Sister Leora's. A traveling merchant gave it to her as a thank you gift. She tried to say no because she can't play, but he insisted.
Really? That's quite a story. Hey, would you like to hear how it's supposed to sound?
Can you really play it? Big sister never could.
Would it be alright if I tried playing your guitar, Miss Liora?
Of course. Please, go ahead. It would be wonderful to finally hear it played properly.
Ruka carefully takes the guitar and settles on a stool near the crackling fireplace.
Everyone comfortable? This is a special song I wrote called Winter's Lullaby.
The children gather around, sitting cross-legged on the floor as gentle notes begin to fill the room.
Wow! She's amazing! The song feels so warm, just like this room!
That's our Ruka. She's the leader of our band. Been performing since before joining the squad.
You two are a rock band? That's so exciting!
Not exactly. We're soldiers. Special forces is Serap's squad, actually. Fighting against the aliens' invasion. We call it cancer.
Soldiers? Fighting? Aliens? We've never had anything like that here.
Just as I suspected. Ruka and I aren't from this world, are we?
I don't think Escha and I are either. The question is, why are we all here?
And more importantly, what happened to the people who are supposed to be here? Here comes the bridge. This part always reminds me of snowfall.
The gentle melody continues to fill the room as the children sway to the music.
Those angry townspeople earlier. Something's not right here. It's like they're desperate.
Like they're running out of time. But for what?
Ruka finishes her song with a gentle flourish, and the room erupts in applause.
Thank you. But now, I think it's bedtime for all you little ones.
The children's smiles suddenly fade, replaced by worried looks.
But we can't tell if it's really night anymore. The sun, it hasn't risen for a week now.
What do you mean, no daylight? That's impossible.
The supply shortage. It's more than just food, isn't it?
The quarter you saw. It's been stuck at 11:59 since this started. Time itself has stopped.
Could it be a mechanical malfunction?
The town's best mechanics checked. There's nothing wrong with the clock. It's like time itself has frozen.
My device! The clock isn't moving. It's completely stopped.
Time is broke. Ruka-chan is seriously shocked.
What's today's date in this world?
It's supposed to be December 31st, or it was when everything stopped.
Ruka carefully returns the guitar to its wall mount, her usual energy subdued.
Stuck at 11:59 on New Year's Eve. 1 minute before everything changes. The decorations. When we arrived, the town was all dressed up for New Year's celebrations.
Everyone was so excited for the countdown. Then everything just stopped.
That explains the supply situation. If this world time's frozen, you're trapped in perpetual winter. No crops will grow, firewood becomes precious.
Asa! That's why that hot chocolate at the cafe cost an arm and a leg.
Wait, you said this world. Are you suggesting...
We're not from here. None of us are.
We're what? Yuki! Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Other worlds? Such things exist?
Don't worry. Maybe we can fix this with alchemy. Right, Logy? We're saved!
Without our Atelier and proper equipment, it would be extremely difficult.
We're screwed.
Ruka, please.
Wait, perhaps. There might be something that could help.
Really? What is it, Miss Liora?
The group follows Liora through the dim hallway to the kitchen storage room.
It's just an old cauldron I bought, but maybe...
Lord! No! Look at these markings. This isn't just any cauldron.
Huh? Ashe, are you certain? The chances of finding an alchemy cauldron here.
These runes are definitely alchemical. I'd recognize them anywhere.
I actually bought it by mistake. I thought it was just a regular cooking pot at the market.
Miss Liora, your mistake might have just saved us all.
We should check what ingredients we can have to work with.
Psst, you cat! What exactly is alchemy anyway? Like magic cooking?
Why are you asking me? I'm as clueless as you are. I'm a hacker, not whatever they are.
Maybe we can write a song about it. The mysterious cauldron of time-stopping town.
This might actually work, but we'll need some rather specific materials.
Deep within a frozen cavern, far from the town's bustling streets,
another day. Frozen in time, just as I willed it.
ancient scales gleam in the dim light as he moves through his treasure hoard.
Leah. My sweet Leah. How many years has it been since you first braved the monster-filled paths to find me?
The pendant glints, revealing a carefully preserved drawing within.
Such tiny hands you had, sketching that little bird beside yourself. Your smile captured perfectly in just a few strokes. You wouldn't understand. Humans, with their fleeting lives. This curse is my gift to you, my love. Time cannot claim you if it cannot move forward.
A distant rumble echoes through the cavern, disturbing his reverie.
Something stirs in my domain. Something different. Could it be? After all these years, has someone found a way to challenge my spell?
Ice crystals from around his massive form as his anxiety grows.
No. Won't let them. I cannot. This frozen moment is all I have left of you, Leah. This curse, this blessing, will remain. Let them try to unravel my spell. They'll learn why even time itself bows to a dragon's love.
Back at the orphanage, the atmosphere is much warmer as supplies are being moved inside.
Careful with those preserves, Yuki! They're essential for lasting through this frozen time.
I've handled more delicate equipment during lift shows. These supplies are safe with me.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen storage, a magical process unfolds.
Mr. Kinchmore! There! The synthesis is almost complete!
Whoa! It's like watching a magic show, but with food.
Miss Esche, it's incredible how you can make so many pies with such little ingredients.
Growing up in an apple orchard, you learn a few tricks! Though I've never had to be quite this conservative with ingredients before.
Can't even tell it's made with just a quarter of an apple. When all this is over, you've got to make me your full recipe version.
The children will be so happy. Thank you, Miss Estra. Your alchemy is a true blessing.
Oh, it's nothing really. I just hope these pies can help everyone hold out until we solve this mystery.
Hey, do you think this frozen time thing might be why the ingredients seem to multiply during your synthesis?
That's actually a fascinating observation, Ruka. Something about this frozen time might be affecting my alchemy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Miss Esche?
Actually, I think it's a good thing, maybe even better than good. Whatever's happening with time here seems to be amplifying my synthesis.
A warm, spicy aroma fills the kitchen as more pies materialize in the cauldron.
That's amazing! We could feed the whole town at this rate!
It's truly a blessing from above.
Hey, Liora! I've been meaning to ask, you're always holding that pendant. Is it special?
Now that you mention it, you were clutching it when those townspeople were causing trouble earlier.
It's a memento for my grandmother. The last thing she gave me.
Could we see what's inside?
Of course. It's a sketch of a dragon.
Oh, the detail is incredible for such a tiny sketch.
But why is it cut in half like that?
I'm not sure. Grandmother gave it to me this way. The last thing she told me was that she was sorry, that she regretted something and wished she could turn back time to meet him again.
Him? Did she ever mention who that was?
No. I was only 10 when she told me that. But sometimes I feel like this pendant is trying to tell me something important.
You know what? Sometimes it's not about understanding everything right away. It's about the connections we make along the way.
The kitchen storage fills with the warm aroma of freshly baked pies from Esche's synthesis.
What do you mean?
Take me and Yuki, for example. We fight sometimes like that time she declined my decision, but our bond, it's unbreakable, like a perfect harmony.
That's so true. It reminds me of working with Logy. Even when we in struggle situation in our quests, we always find our way back to each other.
You both have such wonderful partnerships.
Now you do too. We're all here for you, Liora.
Thanks. Could you help me carry these pies to the children? They must be getting hungry.
I'm only... Hey, Escha, aren't you making enough pies already? What else are you cooking up? Well, I was thinking about this eternal winter night. We need something to keep everyone warm without relying on the fireplace forever. Hello! That's exactly how a leader should think. Back in my world as Syrup Squad's leader, I wish I could plan ahead like you. Thank you. But shouldn't you be helping Liora with those pies right now? Ah! Right? Sorry, Liora. Let me grab those.
Careful. They're still warm.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen.
That should be the last of them. Shall we check on the children?
Good idea. I could use a break after all that heavy lifting.
They make their way to the living room, where children are gathered around eating pie.
Amazing. Hishi-san made so many pies. The children seem to love them.
That's Escha for you. She grew up on an apple orchard, you know. Making apple pies is second nature to her.
Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask, what exactly is alchemy? I've seen you both do amazing things, but in our world, it's just a historical concept.
Alright, well, simply put, alchemy is the art of combining materials to create something new. From medicine to weapons, even everyday items.
That sounds incredibly versatile. You must be quite skilled.
Actually, Escha far surpasses me. I specialize in weapon forging, which she can synthesize almost anything with just a cauldron.
Just a cauldron? How is that possible?
Would you believe she once synthesized an entire aircraft engine? Sometimes even I don't understand how she does it. That's just how special she is.
You sound quite proud when you talk about her, Logi-san.
Well, I am. She's the reason I finally achieved my dream, creating that aircraft together. It was something I never thought possible before meeting her.
You actually built an entire aircraft. That's incredible.
Speaking of achievements, I heard you quite accomplished yourself as a hacker and a soldier.
Oh, yes. That's my main role in our world.
The sound of children's laughter echoes as Ruka hands out more pie slices.
But you're also in a band, isn't that a lot to manage?
Ease. Seeing Ruka-chan like this, it's worth every exhausting moment. You know, before she joined the military, Ruka-chan was already the leader of Shia's legend. I was actually a fan before we met as colleagues.
Military performances, though, that's quite unusual.
We've lost so many good people to the cancer wars. Some soldiers lose hope, there will to fight. Ruka-chan. She suggested using music to lift their spirits.
Your commander actually approved such an unconventional idea.
Oh, you should have seen her explanation. It was all over the place, but somehow, Ruka-chan has this way of making impossible things possible. Remind you of anyone?
She and Escha would probably get along terrifyingly well.
The warmth of the orphanage's living room contrasts sharply with the perpetual winter outside.
Yuki! Look what I managed to get from the kitchen. Still hot.
Thank you, Ruka. This smells wonderful.
Speaking of warm things, where's Esche? Haven't seen her for a while.
Oh! Your partner's doing something amazing in the synthesis room. She said she's trying to figure out how to keep people warm without fireplaces. Pretty cool, right?
That sounds like something I should check on. Knowing Esche, she might get too excited and...
Logy hurries out of the room, his footsteps fading down the hallway.
Finally, some quality time with my favorite hacker.
It's such a relief to have hot food again. After all that searching in town with those ridiculous prices.
Yuki, your face is doing that thing again. What's bothering you so?
I can't stop thinking about how we got here, Ruka. This world. Frozen in time, trapped in endless night. Something feels wrong about all of this.
Hey! We'll figure it out! Just like how I figured out that awesome new guitar riff. It goes like...
The children turn their heads as Ruka's enthusiasm builds.
Ruka! Please, everyone's staring. This isn't a concert venue.
Meanwhile, in the storage kitchen.
Escha? Are you in here?
Perfect timing! Ha! You won't believe what's happening with the syntheses!
How's it going? Ruka mentioned you were working on something to keep people warm.
It's amazing! Everything I synthesize keeps multiplying. Look at all these bottles.
That's unusual. Any idea what's causing this?
I think it's related to the frozen time. But honestly, it's such a blessing right now.
So what exactly have you created here?
Kapda! Energizing drinks and warm fog. The fog works like a portable sauna, and the drink keeps you warm from the inside out.
We have enough materials to keep producing these?
With this mysterious multiplication effect, we're more than covered! Ora! That reminds me.
Esche rummages through her bag with determination.
Look what I made for you. Wind, lightning, fire, and ice scores. You never know when we might need to fight.
You're always thinking ahead, aren't you? Just like back in Central City?
The scene shifts, miles away at the entrance of an ancient cavern.
That moment 100 years ago.
A memory flashes through the dragon's mind, clear as crystal.
Leah, you pointed at that tower with such wonder in your eyes. Isn't it beautiful? You asked, and I merely grunted, dismissing your joy.
Snow falls silently around the massive dragon's form as he shifts restlessly.
If only I could see that smile again. Tell you how beautiful everything becomes when you're near.
His massive tail sweeps across the cavern entrance, scattering ancient coins.
This frozen I'm was meant to preserve us, preserve you. But where are you, my love?
The dragon's breathing becomes erratic, his thoughts spiraling.
I cannot lose this. Not your drawing, not the last piece of you.
With trembling claws, he enters his treasure chamber.
Stay safe here, my treasure. I must find her. I must.
The dragon emerges, his massive form casting long shadows in the eternal night.
If you will not come to me, my dear Leah, then I shall find you myself. Time may be frozen, but my heart burns ever stronger. Wait for me, my love.
The theme shifts to the cozy interior of the orphanage, warmed by Escha's magical fog.
This Eshi's pie is so yummy, and it's so warm now.
Suddenly, the ground trembles violently, rattling windows and dishes.
What in the world? This feels like...
Everyone, stay calm. Come here, little ones. Big sister, I'm scared.
Heavy footsteps echo as Ruka and Yuki burst into the main room.
Young kid, did you feel that? What's going on?
These vibrations, they're not normal seismic activity.
Run! Dodge! Something's out there!
Another tremor shakes the building, weaker but unmistakable.
I'll check outside. Everyone else stay on.
His words cut off as he stares upward, transfixed.
By the spirits of alchemy.
No way! Yuki, are you seeing this? Dragon! This isn't like any dragon I've read about in the alchemy texts. It sorta feels... different.
Dragons aren't supposed to be real. This can't be happening.
Where are you? Where have you hidden her?
Snow swirls violently as the dragon's wings create powerful gusts.
This feeling, it's different from our usual battle, Yuki. There's something almost sad about it. Look, the dragon isn't attacking randomly. It's searching for something.
You're right, Esche. Its behavior is different from the hostile dragons we've encountered before.
Wait, you two have actually fought dragons before? How can you read its intentions so easily?
In our world, we've had experiences. Oh, this one seems different.
Like that time with the metal dragon. Remember Logy? Ugh, just like a giant magpie. That makes total sense.
Does it really, Ruka?
Suddenly, the orphanage door bursts open.
Tani, wait. Come back inside. It's dangerous. Tommy. Sarah. Get back here this instant.
Leah, is it really you?
Escha, I think dragon are staring at us.
At Bond. Those haze. Leah, my beloved, you've returned to me.
What? I can hear that dragon voice?
Everyone, get back! Its flight pattern just changed!
The dragon's massive wings create a gust of icy wind as it descends.
Watch out. It's coming straight for us.
No more separations, my Leah. This time, we'll be together forever.
Before anyone can react, the dragon snatches Liora into its claws.
No! Yes!
Big sister. Please, don't take me, big sister.
Lodge! I have the energizing drinks ready. You have to go after them.
We can't just abandon her. Someone has to go.
I'm coming too! Ruka, you can't just...
I can't any feel Yuki. Lyra showed us kindness when we were lost. Now it's our turn to help her.
It's too dangerous without proper weapons. These mountain paths are treacherous, especially in eternal night.
My legends begin now.
The winter wind howls, but nothing materializes in Ruka's outstretched hands.
My legends begin now. Brave Blue, answer me.
Ruka! Her Seraphim abilities don't work here. This isn't our world, remember?
No. I have to help her. Just one more time. Ruka-chan, please don't worry. Logy and I have dealt with similar situations before.
You faced dragons in the past. Trust us to bring Liora back safely.
The eternal night casts long shadows as the group stands in the cold.
You promise you'll save her? You have my word as an alchemist of Colzite. We'll definitely bring her back. Then, I'll believe in you both. Please save her.
Escha and Logy turn toward the mountain path, their silhouettes stark against the frozen night sky.
Escha, let's move. Can't let that dragon get too far ahead.
Right behind you, Logy. Time to show what the Alchemists of COLC can do.
Be careful, both of you!
High in the mountain's crystal cavern, moonlight filters through translucent walls.
At last, my beloved Leah, we're together again.
You can speak like a person.
Of course, my love. Only you have ever heard my true voice. Have you forgotten our precious moments together?
Sir Dragon, I think you're mistaking me for someone else. I'm not Leah.
Nonsense! Those beautiful brown eyes, that enchanting hair. You haven't aged today, my precious Leah.
Then telling you.
Only my Leah can hear my voice. And that bonda. Your pendant proves everything.
My pendant? How do you know of that?
Liora opens the pendant, comparing the sketch to the dragon before her.
The drawing. It's you, isn't it? But you look different now, older somehow.
100 years can change even a dragon, my love. My heart remains unchanged since that day you left.
Would you tell me about your memories with her?
It was a spring evening when I first saw her gathering herbs near my cavern.
The dragon's voice grows distant as he recalls that fateful day.
The rare moonflower must be in here somewhere. I have to try for everyone at the orphanage.
Who dare you enter my domain?
Please, I'm not here for your treasure.
You can understand me? A mere human child?
Yes, I can. And I promise, I only came for the moonflower herb. My friends are sick.
Turn around and leave, little one, before I lose my patience.
I can't. Not without the herb. Please. They need it.
The moonflowers grow along the eastern wall. Take them and go.
Thank you. I'll bring you something in return, I promise.
And she did return day after day, with her little offerings and endless chatter.
I made this myself. Won't she try some?
Chanted her visits annoyed me.
A century earlier, as spring blossoms drifted through the air.
The stars must look beautiful from your cave. Mind if I stay tonight?
Foolish child, this is no place for humans to rest.
I'm not afraid. Besides, you'll protect me, won't you?
Do as you wish, but don't blame me if you catch a chill.
Later that night, near the cave entrance.
Look, the cloth there is so pretty when it glows like that.
Mere human trinkets.
Years pass like leaves in the wind.
Almost done. Don't move.
I'd raw something so small. My magnificent deserves a larger canvas.
Because I want to keep it close to my heart. Could you split it in half?
There. Are you satisfied now, little one?
More than you know. This way, we'll always be connected.
The memory shifts to another cherished moment.
Say, I truest both you get the little bird, and I'll keep the dragon close to my heart.
Such delicate work from those small hands. Why a bird, little one?
Because birds are free to soar between earth and sky, just like you.
Time flows forward to a snowy Christmas morning.
I came to see you.
What troubles you? Your smile is missing today.
Goodbye.
Years stretch into centuries, marked only by the dragon's growing loneliness.
Now you understand, don't you? Why I cannot let you go again. Time itself must freeze for us to remain together.
But I'm not...
No more goodbyes, my Leah. This time we'll have for a...
Meanwhile, at the orphanage, as darkness persists outside.
This instrument. It holds so many of her memories.
Miss Ruka, did you play something?
Of course, little one. This song. It's about hoping for tomorrow.
Ruka's gentle melody fills the room, her voice carrying both warmth and worry.
It sounds like how Miss Liora feels when she's missing someone.
The children gather closer, some wiping tears as Ruka's song reaches its end.
Here, Ruka-tan, you gave everything in that performance.
That house is Yuki. I just keep thinking about Escha and Logy out there saving Liora.
Those two, they understand alchemy in ways we can't imagine. If anyone can save Liora, it's them.
Your song was beautiful, Miss Ruka. Can you teach us while we wait for Miss Liora?
Of course. Music has a way of keeping hope alive, doesn't it, Yuki?
Just like Liora's pendant keeps her connected to her past. Maybe your music can help guide them back to us.
Meanwhile, in the dragon's crystalline lair.
Please listen. I know you miss Leah, but I'm not her. My name is Liora.
My dear Leah, these centuries have confused you. The time means nothing to us now.
The children at the orphanage need me. They're counting on me to return.
I shall find you the rarest flower, one that blooms in eternal winter. Wait here, my love.
The dragon's departure leaves echoes through the crystalline cavern.
How can I make him understand? I'm not the one he's been waiting for.
Something glints among the treasures, catching Liora's eye.
In this shape, could it be? Gian. Isn't my grandmother name, but that would mean...
Far above the lair, the void dragon soars through the frozen night.
What manner of magic dares intrude upon my domain?
A grotesque creature emerges, its form shifting like liquid darkness.
You dare threaten my return to Leah? Face the wrath of eternal winter.
As the dragon engages the shadowy entity above, down in the crystalline cavern.
Oh, Jewel! There she is.
Stay alert, Esche. That dragon could return any moment.
Miss Escha. Mr. Logy, how did you find this place?
We followed the crystalline frost trail. Are you hurt?
I'm fine, but... I found something. The dragon. He's not what we thought. These pendants.
We can discuss it later. Right now, we need to move while he's distracted.
The ground suddenly trembles as the clock tower's first chime and a week echoes through the cavern.
The clock! It's moving again!
He must have lifted it. But why now?
A distant explosion rocks the cavern, sending treasure cascading.
That came from the direction of town. Essay, we need to hurry.
The orphanage, the children.
Please, let them be safe.
Meanwhile, at the orphanage on the hillside overlooking the town,
Did you hear that? Something's happening in town.
The explosion came from the Eastern District. We should check it out.
a deafening roar echoes across the valley as dark shadows sweep over the snow.
That's the dragon from before.
Wait, these readings can't be right.
What is it? You look like you've seen a ghost.
My scanner is detecting cancer signatures. Here, in this world.
That's impossible. The cancers were sealed in our world.
I've triple-checked the readings. There's definitely one here, and it's...
The Void Dragon's silhouette twists unnaturally against the dark sky.
Leah. Must destroy. Oh. Protect.
There! On its head, that dark mass. The cancer is controlling it.
That explains it. But we need help town folk from that dragon.
The clock tower's bell, silent for a week, suddenly chimes midnight. Its eerie sound echoing through the valley.
Oh no! The fire! It's spreading!
Ruka? Where are you going?
I can't just watch them die, Yuki! I have to do something.
Ruka breaks free from Yuki's grasp and sprints down the hillside towards the burning town.
Lead the others to the orphanage. It's the safest place. I'll try to clear a path for the townsfolk.
Flames lit at the buildings, painting the snowy landscape in a terrifying orange glow.
Please, let this work. Please.
As she reaches the edge of the town, Ruka takes a deep breath and screams.
My legends begins now.
A brilliant blue light erupts in the sky above, two shimmering swords materializing from thin air. The brave blue, her signature weapons, descend towards her.
Alright.
With a powerful leap, Ruka catches the hilts of her swords, the impact reverberating through the ground. She slices through a burning beam blocking a narrow alleyway, the intense heat radiating against her skin.
This way? To the orphanage. It's safe there.
A group of terrified townsfolk, huddled together, hesitantly follow her directions, their eyes wide with fear and hope. High above, the Void Dragon, its movements jerky and unnatural under the cancer's control, spots the fleeing townspeople.
No escape. Yeah. Nina.
The dragon prepares to unleash a devastating fireball, but a flash of blue interrupts its attack. Ruka, with a daring leap, slashes across the dragon's snout, forcing its head back with a roar of pain.
Hey, overgrown lizard! Pick on someone your own size!
While Ruka kept the dragon's attention, Yuki, her heart pounding, guided the panicked townsfolk up the hill towards the orphanage. The air crackled with fear and the smell of smoke.
careful!
Reaching the orphanage, Yuki ushered the last of the townspeople inside. Just then, Logy and Deshe arrived, Liora close behind them.
Big sister. Saira. You're all right. What's happening here?
Dragon. Attacking. Fire.
Liora's eyes widened. Without a word, she pushed past Escha and Logy, who were trying to calm the frightened crowd.
Whoosh!
In the burning town, Ruka dodged another fireball. The heat scorching her face, her brave blue sword shimmered in the firelight.
Is that all you got, Sparky?
Suddenly, a voice pierced through the roar of the flames.
Stop. Please, stop this madness.
Both Ruka and the dragon turned towards the sound. Ruka's heart sank.
Stop. Please, stop this madness.
Both Ruka and the dragon turned towards the sound. Ruka's heart sank.
Liora! What are you doing here?
Ignoring Ruka's warning, Liora walked towards the dragon, her pendant shimmering faintly.
Eve. I understand. Waiting for someone you love for so long. It hurts.
A flicker of something akin to sadness crossed the dragon's eyes, but then the crimson glow intensified.
Leah, you will be mine, forever.
With a roar, the dragon swiped at Liora. Time seemed to slow as Ruka leapt forward.
Not if I can help it!
The deflector shimmered, barely holding back the force of the dragon's claw. Sparks flew as metal met scale.
If this keeps up, my deflector's gonna break.
The dragon pressed its attack, relentless and fueled by the cancer's control. Just as Ruka's defense began to falter, a blast of energy slammed into the dragon's side, forcing it to recoil.
Ruka! Get clear!
Simultaneously, Escha unleashed a wave of alchemic energy from her staff, further pushing the dragon back. Logy stood beside them, ready to support.
Logy, are you ready?
Always prepared, Esche. Let's do this.
Ruka, momentarily stunned, stared in relief at her arriving friends. The dragon, momentarily disrupted, roared in frustration.
Yuki! You guys made it, just in time too.
You two alright? Are you two alright?
Yeah, we're fine. Nice timing you all.
I'm okay too, Mr. Logy. Thank you for asking.
The burning town crackled around them, painting the snowy landscape in an eerie orange glow.
Liora, why did you run towards the dragon like that? It was so dangerous.
He isn't trying to destroy everything, Miss Esche. I swear it. He's the one who stopped time, but he's been acting strangely.
The dragon, momentarily stunned, shook its massive head, a low growl rumbling from its chest.
He's changing again.
Liora, I think that's a cancer controlling the dragon.
Escha, Logy, and Liora stared at Yuki in stunned silence. The word cancer hung heavy in the air.
A cancer. You mentioned those before, Yuki. Those Wallian beings from your world, right?
Yes, they're incredibly dangerous. I don't understand how one could have crossed over to this world, Belle.
The dragon roared, the crimson glow in its eyes intensifying as it recovered from the combined attacks.
There, on its head.
A grotesque, pulsating mass clung to the dragon's skull, its tendrils writhing like living shadows.
What is that? There's something on top of its head.
So that's the cancer you'd have fought in your world. This changes things.
Yeah, we fought cancers before, but I've never seen one control a dragon like this.
Dragons are incredibly powerful creatures. It must have taken an immense amount of energy for the cancer to corrupt one.
Is there any way to separate the dragon from the cancer?
Before Yuki could answer, the dragon reared back, its throat glowing ominously. A massive fireball began to form, aimed directly at the group.
Hold on tight.
Logy slammed the freeze core into his gauntlet, a surge of icy energy flowing into his alchemy sword. He swung the blade in a wide arc, the frigid air extinguishing the flames, engulfing the town and dissipating the dragon's nascent fireball. The seven chill hung heavy in the air.
Escha pumped. No!
Right, take this.
As Shay poured her alchemic power into her staff, the wood glowing with ethereal energy. With a grunt, she hurled it like a spear, the staff striking the dragon's head with a resounding crack.
Nice one, Escha and Logy. That's what I call teamwork.
The dragon, momentarily stung by the combined attack, staggered, the grotesque cancer on its head riding wild. A powerful roar ripped through the air, the ground trembling beneath them. The group braced themselves against the force of the sound. Suddenly, a swirling vortex of dark energy appeared beneath the dragon.
It's trying to escape through the portal.
Before anyone could react, Liora darted forward, her eyes fixed on the dragon.
Wait.
Liora, driven by a desperate need to understand the dragon's connection to her past, leapt into the swirling vortex. The portal began to shrink rapidly, the dark energy coalescing inwards.
It's closing. We have to go now.
Hurry! Into the portal!
Of course! We can't leave Liora behind!
One by one, they plunged into the shrinking portal, the world around them dissolving into a chaotic swirl of colors. They emerged into a strange, otherworldly dimension. The air crackled with an unfamiliar energy.
Where are we?
Before anyone could answer, they saw Liora ahead chasing a shadowy figure.
Give him back. Give me back my dragon, you alien freak.
The dragon, its head still dominated by the pulsating cancer, turned towards Liora. Its eyes glowed with a menacing red light, and it charged towards her, its roar echoing through the strange dimension.
Liora, t'es back.
Logy slammed the wind core into his gauntlet. The sword hummed with power as he slashed, sending a blast of wind towards the charging dragon. The force of the blow knocked the dragon off course, momentarily halting its attack.
We've got your back, Liora. Analyzing the cancer's energy signature, it's fluctuating wildly.
Everyone, let's do this!
The group stood together, a united front against the corrupted dragon. The creature roared again, its corrupted from writhing an aura of menace. The group stood together, a united front against the corrupted dragon. The creature roared again, its corrupted from radiating an aura of menace. The otherworldly dimension shimmered and pulsed around them, a strange, echoing space that felt both vast and claustrophobic.
Forever.
The cancer pulsated, spreading further across the dragon's body, twisting its scales into grotesque shapes.
The corruption is accelerating. The cancer's energy signature is growing exponentially stronger.
We have to attack now, Yuki, before it becomes something even more dangerous!
Ruka dashed forward, her brave blue weapon humming with energy. She aimed a precise strike at a tendril of the cancer snaking across the dragon's flank.
I'm with you, Ruka.
Yuki's energy blast slammed into the same spot, amplifying the effect of Ruka's attack. The cancer recoiled, emitting a screech of pain.
Can't let this creature escape. It's too dangerous.
Logy, be careful! Everyone here, catch!
The vials arced through the air, catching the light of the shimmering dimensional energy. Ruka, Yuki, and Logy each snatched a vial from the air, securing them in pouches or pockets.
They love so.
The dragon's voice echoed through the strange dimension, filled with a mixture of pain and a chilling possessiveness. The cancer pulsed and spread, its tendrils writhing like grotesque vines.
Whoa! That was close, Yuki! This thing is getting stronger!
Its regeneration rate is increasing. Our attacks are barely holding it back.
Maybe if we concentrate our attacks on the source of the corruption. Logy, what do you think?
It's worth a try. We need to create an opening. It's too heavily defended.
Leave that to me and Yuki. We'll make an opening. Right, Yuki?
On your mark.
Ruka and Yuki exchanged a look, a silent understanding passing between them. Ruka strummed a powerful chord on her brave blue weapon, sending a wave of sonic energy towards the dragon, momentarily disrupting the swirl and corruption around its head. Yuki simultaneously fired a concentrated beam of energy from her scanner, aiming directly at the now exposed pulsating core of the cancerous growth.
No. You cannot.
The dragon's roar was cut short as Yuki's energy beam struck the core, causing a blinding flash of light and a powerful shockwave that rippled through the dimension. The corrupted flesh around the core began to recede, revealing glimpses of the dragon's original scales underneath.
Yuki! You did it! The car is exposed! Escha, now's your chance. Can you hit it with a concentrated blast?
I'll try. Just give me a moment too.
Good eye.
Something's wrong. That roar. Everyone down!
Before anyone could react, a pulse of dark energy erupted from the dragon's core. A shockwave of corrupted power that slammed into Escha and Yuki, throwing them back.
Escha. Yuki. No.
Liora's pendant began to glow with a warm, golden light. She felt a surge of unfamiliar energy coursing through her.
Yeah. You will be. Leader.
Escha!
No!
As the dragon unleashed the beam, Liora instinctively threw herself in front of her injured friends. The pendant flared, erupting in a blinding golden light that formed a protective barrier, deflecting the dragon's attack.
Liora!
Liora!
The gold and light shimmered and pulsed, holding back the torrent of dark energy. Within the blinding glare, the void dragon's enraged expression faltered.
Yeah. You smile.
The corruption swirling around the dragon pulsed erratically, its intensity momentarily waning.
No! It's weakened.
With a swift, decisive motion, Logy lunged forward, his infused alchemy sword flashing through the air. The blade struck the corrupted dragon, a jolt of paralyzing energy coursing through its massive form.
Grah.
The dark beam faltered and died, the golden barrier around Liora flickering and fading. Exhausted, she stumbled back, the pendant slipping from her grasp and landing on the scorched earth.
Oh, no. Not the pendant.
The outer edges of the pendant were blackened and charred, but the delicate sketch of the dragon remained miraculously intact.
Yuki! No! Hit it with everything you've got! Right. Seraphim cannon! Full power!
Yuki unleashed a concentrated blast of energy from her scanner, striking the core of the corruption with pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
The dark energy recoiled, separating from the dragon's form and dissipating into wisps of black smoke. The dragon, now free from the corruption's influence, collapsed to the ground, its scales no longer shimmering with malevolent energy.
We did it?
The purified dragon, weakened and vulnerable, lay prone on the ground. A low groan escaped its massive form.
It seems the corruption is gone, but it's badly injured.
Logi's right. We need to find a way back. And quickly.
Suddenly, the dissipating black smoke coalesced, swirling and solidifying in the air. From within the mist, a grotesque, insectoid creature emerged. Its chitinous body cracked and shuddered, radiating a palpable aura of malice.
What? What is that?
Its energy signature. It's similar to the readings I detected in the town.
The cancer creature, chittering ominously, landed near Liora, its multifaceted eyes fixated on her.
Liora! Listen!
Liora scrambled to her feet, but in her haste she tripped and fell. The damaged pendant slipping from her grasp once again. The cancer creature lunged, its jagged limbs poised to strike. The pained roar echoed through the strange dimension. Liora opened her eyes to a horrifying sight. The void dragon, despite its weakened state, had thrown itself between her and the cancer, its body impaled by the creature's razor-sharp limbs.
Yeah. My wife. For yours.
The cancer, its limbs embedded deep within the dragon's flesh, began to pulse with corrupting energy. As tendrils of darkness snaked towards the dragon's heart, a flash of blue light erupted from the side.
Get away from him, you creep!
The force of the blow sent the cancer reeling, dislodging its limbs from the dragon's body. It screeched in rage, its eyes burning with hatred as it glared at Ruka.
No, why?
Yuki! Analyze the thing! Escha, Logy, stay with Liora and the dragon.
Understood. It appears to be emitting a similar energy signature to the corruption we encountered in town, but amplified.
Liora, it'll be alright. Mish! We'll figure something out.
Let's end this quickly, Ruka.
Ruka, her face a mask of grim determination, didn't reply. She tightened her grip on Blaze Blue, the twin blades humming with a barely contained energy.
I won't let it hurt anyone else.
Logy followed close behind, his alchemy sword held at the ready. They moved as one, a silent understanding passing between them.
On my mark.
They rushed the cancer, their blades flashing. Ruka's double sword, Blaze Blue, danced through the air, leaving trails of azure fire in its wake. Logy's alchemy sword met the cancer's chitinous armor with a resounding clang.
Leah. Be careful.
Please, don't leave me.
The cancer roared in pain. Its multifaceted eyes burned with rage. It lashed out with its jagged limbs. But Ruka and Logy anticipated its every move. Their attacks relentless and precise.
Take this!
No!
With a synchronized cry, they unleashed their final attacks. Ruka's fiery slash tore through the air, leaving a blazing blue crescent in its path. Logy's infused alchemy sword struck with the force of a meteor. As the final blow landed, the massive cancer let out a deafening, otherworldly roar that echoed across the dimension. Its monstrous form began to crack, jagged fissures spreading across its grotesque body like glass under immense pressure. With a sudden, blinding burst of light, the cancer shattered into countless fragments, the shards dispersing into the air like glittering embers from where its body had stood. Dark, thorn-like growths erupted from the ground, twisting and curling upwards as if reaching for the sky. The eerie structure stood as a grim reminder of the battle, pulsating faintly with a ghostly light before finally falling silent.
We finally did it!
What's happening? The ground! It's breaking apart!
It seems that with the cancer defeated, this dimension, its host, is collapsing.
Liora knelt beside the Void Dragon, who lay weakly on the crumbling ground, his breath shallow. Tears streamed down her face as she clutched his claw.
Leah, my time. Bring your friends closer.
Logy, Escha, Ruka, and Yuki rushed to Leora's side. The ground beneath them shuddered violently. The air thick with the energy of the collapsing dimension.
We'll return you to your world. Yeah.
A blinding white light enveloped them. The chaotic sounds of the collapsing dimension faded into a low hum. When the light subsided, they found themselves standing in the snow-covered forest, the familiar scent of pine filling the air.
We're back, in the forest where we first arrived.
Are you alright? You saved us.
The Void Dragon lay still, his eyes barely open. He looked at Liora, a weak smile gracing his lips.
Leah.
Liora noticed the pendant around her neck, scorched undamaged from the battle. But the sketch of the girl, the bird, and the dragon remained visible.
Time. Leah. Smile. For me.
Liora, through her tears, managed a small smile. The Void Dragon's eyes closed, his breathing ceasing. He was gone.
I'm so sorry.
The others watched in silent sorrow, the weight of Liora's grief hanging heavy in the air. The snow fell softly around them, blanketing the forest in a serene yet melancholic silence.
Liora!
The Void Dragon's form began to shimmer, dissolving into particles of light. A single iridescent scale remained, drifting down to the snow.
Thank you for everything.
Suddenly, the sound of crunching snow broke the silence. A group of children, bundled in winter clothes, rushed towards them, followed by a woman with a worried expression.
Martha, everyone, you're safe.
There was a bright ski right over there. We knew you'd come back. Oh, this is wonderful! Everyone's safe and sound. Yeah, a perfect rockin' ending.
Ruka, it's a happy ending, but let's not forget the sacrifice the dragon made.
A faint golden glow began to appear on the horizon, painting the snow-covered trees in a warm light.
Look, the sunrise.
The first sunrise of the new year broke through the trees, casting long shadows across the snow. The eternal winter night had finally ended.
A new beginning.
Indeed, a new beginning.
The warmth of the sunrise began to melt the frost on the trees, a gentle breeze rustling through the branches. The air felt lighter, cleaner, as if the world was taking a deep breath after a long slumber.
The air smells so fresh. It's like a whole new world.
It does, Escha. It truly does.
A strange shimmer began to surround Deshe, Logy, Ruka, and Yuki. Their forms flickered, becoming slightly translucent.
Wait, what's happening to you?
What the am fading away.
It seems we're returning to our own world. The dimensional rift must be closing.
That would appear to be the case.
Miss Escha. Goodbye. Thank you for everything.
Goodbye, Liora. Take care of everyone, alright?
The children, sensing the imminent departure, gathered around Ruka.
Thank you for cheering us up with your music.
Hey, no problem, kiddo. Glad I could bring a little rock and roll to your lives.
It was our pleasure. Take care.
We were glad to help.
See you later, Ruka. I'm sorry not able to make you full recipe of apple pie.
It's okay. Even I didn't get tasted. I'll definitely make new song about our adventure. Later, Escha. Safe travels, Logy.
Likewise, Yuki.
The four figures, bathed in the soft glow of the nascent dawn, began to shimmer. A gentle luminescence enveloped them, their forms growing increasingly translucent.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! We'll miss you all.
Deep on Rocky. Happy New Year. Goodbye. And Happy New Year.
With a final flash of light, Logy, Esche, Ruka, and Yuki vanished. In their place, four brilliant stars ascended into the dawning sky, streaking across the pastel canvas of the winter sunrise.
Thank you so much.
The children huddled together, pointed at the sky, their faces a mixture of awe and sadness. A caretaker, Martha, placed a comforting hand on Sarah's shoulder. The silence was broken only by the soft crunch of snow underfoot and the gentle whisper of the wind through the trees.
They're gone. They are. Let's hope they safely return to their world. Now then, let's get back home.
Liora turned and began walking back towards the orphanage, the children railing behind her. The four stars, now faint specks in the brightening sky, seemed to twinkle a final farewell before disappearing completely. The winter forest, silent once more, held the quiet memory of a magical encounter, a promise whispered on the wind of a new year filled with hope and the echo of a song yet to be sung.